eCapitol News Director Sean Ashley joins us to discuss the latest news from the state capitol. Sean, good to see you.
Good to see you.
All right, well, a bill to allow people to carry guns without a background check, without training. What's happening?
Yes, this is called constitutional carry, or sometimes referred to as permitless carry. Second Amendment advocates say that there's really no provision for someone to have to get a license or a piece of paper from the government in order to exercise one of their constitutional rights. So on Wednesday, House Bill 2597 passed the full House by a 70-30 vote and now heads over to the Senate for possible consideration. Remember, this piece of legislation is very much like a bill that was passed during the 2018 legislature and landed on Governor Mary Fallon's desk. However, Governor Mary Fallon vetoed that legislation, saying that she believed that we had enough handgun freedom in the state and that there were adequate regulations in place to protect both gun owners and others.
So they're making another try, hoping that our new governor, Governor Stitt, will say yes.
Indeed, and in fact, Governor Stitt has indicated that he likely would sign the measure unless there was something unusual hidden within it.
All right, another House committee has approved a pay raise for teachers. Again, is this correct?
That's correct, and it seemed to get a little underwhelming response, if you will. It was a very, very busy week at the Capitol. The House Appropriations and Budget Committee voted to approve a $1,200 pay raise for teachers across the state on Wednesday, the same day that the constitutional carry bill was considered, and during the same week when more than 350 pieces of legislation were on subcommittee and committee agendas. This bill now goes to the House and would provide for that pay raise. Again, Governor Stitt has also advocated for this in his State of the State and executive budget.
And another committee, another pay raise for whom?
This would go to individuals at the Department of Corrections, not your top administrators, but more geared toward those entry-level positions, entry-level correctional officers, and even food service workers. It would bring their pay up from about $11 an hour to $15 an hour.
All right. Well, there's a lot of money. Everyone's going after money in this session, right?
That seems to be the case. And on Wednesday, the Board of Equalization meets to recertify the FY 2020 revenue number. It's expected to decline somewhat from the $600 million that was approved back in December.
It's always fun to watch the balance of what we want to do, all the good things we want to do, and what reality hands us.
That's part of policymaking.
All right. And finally, the House issues of vaccination. Is that for discussion?
This was an interesting piece of legislation because it was considered in the House Insurance Committee. And what it would do would be to prevent organizations like insurance companies from penalizing doctors who did not issue vaccination protocols or follow existing protocols. What this is designed to do is protect those doctors who believe that in some cases vaccinations are scheduled too closely together or may not even be necessary. The bill was laid over. It likely will be heard again in a committee this next week.
All right, Sean Ashley with eCapitol, thank you for being with us.
You're very welcome.